Hello everybody, this is Hinkage here once again with more ADV Revival 2. This is Swiss round 3 with Doe 5604 and well, I don't know I don't know how to say your name, I gotta be honest with you. Trixja. TRXXJEH. I'm just gonna go with Trix. This is Doe versus Trix, ADVR2, Swiss round 3. We got T-Tar and Zapdos. Zapdos choosing to stay in T-Wave. Normally is threatened out because of a Rock Slide, just like that. But Rock Slide not OHKOing could indicate... And Rhydon't has come. Rhydon't has hit the field, which now it speeds T-Tar, by the way. But Gengar coming in on the Earthquake. I was going to say that could be a special T-Tar since Rock Slide didn't KO. And sure enough, there it was. Jirachi coming in on the HP Grass. Very likely HP Grass anyway. And Metagross coming in on the Thunder. Does get the 60% para chance from the Serene Grace. Mence is as the Metagross switch in, but Metagross full parried again. It was probably a Protect. It's going to eat a Fire Blast. He lived even without the Protect going through. And there's a Lantern. Lantern has come in as Mence, taking less than half and going to threaten it out with an Ice Beam. As Magneton comes in. And Gengar in on the Magneton. T-Tar absorbing the T-Wave. And getting crit with Thunderbolt, which a Fire Blast likely would have killed that Magneton. I doubt it has any SPDF investment. But Arrow being forced out, locked into Earthquake. Mence is going to clean up on Metagross. And now Gengar comes in again to Ice Punch, or to threaten Ice Punch. He does Ice Punch. And Jirachi comes in on Gengar once more, but we don't Thunder this time. Lantern gets frozen. Unfortunate for Lantern Gang. Jirachi is now going to Calm Mind. Ice Punch does have a 20% chance to freeze, obviously, with Serene Grace, as I mentioned before with Thunder. Calm Minds again, but he only takes under half. So he does have some defense investment, because I think it should do like close to 80. I think Rachi could live anyway. But he also didn't kill with a +2 Ice Punch, so. Lantern taking another Dragon Claw. Not dead to sand, but it's not going to matter too much, because he kind of wanted to sack Lantern there. It was frozen, so. Unfortunately, Lantern was the one saying, uh-oh, this time. Zapdos coming in on the EQ. Not really a... Kind of a necessary move when you're looking at a Rhydon't and a Jirachi. But you also have a Mence and a Zapdos to contend with, so... You know, your odds of picking the correct move are very low. And then even if you do, you're still going to get punished afterward one way or the other. Jirachi within range of Rock Slide now. But there's nothing. Yeah, like I said, you're forced out by Rhydon't. Skarm finally hitting the field. Still taking big damage from a crit. Zapdos is going to finish this off, though, either way. Mence could do it as well. I mean, Skarm didn't really have a lot of switch-ins this game. You know, Mence with Fire Blast, Zapdos, Jirachi with Thunder, and Magneton, obviously. Doesn't really provide a lot of opportunities for Skarm to come in. I think at that point you just have to bring it in on I don't know. Looking back on, I can't remember. This thing goes by so fast. You want to bring it in at some point, just accept that Skarm is going to die, and just get up one spike where you can. Just accept that it won't happen. You know, Skarm living is not going to be a thing for that game. But also, unfortunate freeze on Lantern. Lantern could have done something. Lantern threatened Hydro Pump on Rhino Man, the nickname for Rhydon't. Threatened Hydro Pump on that. Zapdos could T-Wave it, so, well, either way, Lantern got frozen, so that's all she wrote for Lantern Gang. Sorry, guys. The Zapdos Mirror coming in, T-Bolting right away, and he does get the 10% parry chance, as Trix just decides to T-Wave. And there's another Rhydon't. Rhydon't has hit the field once more. 2 Rhydonts in a row. I mean, Rhydon't was mildly threatening the first game. And Zapdos has either HP Ice or HP Grass, of course, is yet to be determined. And no, that crit breaking sub didn't matter. Rhydon't has like no SPDEF. Charizard definitely having HP Grass, I would say. Considering it could run Dragon Claw for Flygon, possibly, immense. And confirmed HP Grass, I would say, on Starmie. I would definitely say that, yes. Magneton for the Zap switch in, but you just get Zapdugged for your effort. Doug Trio coming in, but now going to be forced out by Mence, and we could see. No, it's going to be likely another mixed Mence. But a Lunatone. Lunatone threatens Ice Beam, but he went for the Hypnosis. Lunatone also can baton pass these Calm Mind boosts. There's the aforementioned Ice Beam, but it's not enough. I think you're going to want to have... He just goes for the KO on Zapdos, okay. You can't baton pass out now anymore. Starmie too strong. There's an Executor. Click Sunny Day, okay. And that's HP Ice, actually not HP Fire, which is what Executor normally has. But Mence comes in for the Sleep Sack, and Mence stays in and dies to HP Ice. Missing Sleep Powder the second time. No freeze on the Ice Punch, but now Jirachi will outspeed. And I think that Ice Punch could easily do... Actually, I don't know if that could do 56 to have killed the Executor, but... Metagross here, he's rolling for the 20% freeze chance on Ice Punch. And let's see if he can get it with more Serene Grace shenanigans. He does, in fact. And he gets thawed on the same turn, and Doe blows up, and that was quite the turn. But Charizard threatening HP Grass again, so we just sub up as Starmie comes in and surfs. And he's taking just under half, so I don't think HP Grass could kill, but he's going to get surfed anyway. But oh, Doug is going to come in and finish it off. That's fair. You don't want Executor getting T-Waved if Starmie had it, or Ice Beamed. Doug can easily... Well, he can't KO Rhydon't with 2 hits, but Rhydon't does outspeed Zapdos now. He subbed up, hoping for the full para, and then he could Rock Slide, and just goes for Mega Horn, possibly hoping to stall out enough para turns that he can sub up again. But it's not happening. Either that, or he was hoping that Doe would switch out to Executor, misplay. Sometimes you just have to go for that sort of thing. We are 1-1 going into Game 3, obviously. That was the most redundant thing I think I've ever said. And there's a Hariyama on the field. Hariyama has now hit the field as well. It has been said that only bad players use Hariyama. And I'm a big Hariyama fan myself. So, That everybody already knew that though, so it's no surprise to anyone. Zapdos subbing up on the Flygon switch in. This Flygon does in fact have Rock Slide. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it only has Toxic. Sometimes it has Gust to deal with Breloom. This one as well doesn't. Starmie staying in on the Focus Punch to get a cheeky Ice Beam. And that's HP Ghost. Very likely. Could be HP Bug. Breloom outspeeding this defensive Jirachi, I'm assuming. Getting the crucial Stun Spore. Not so crucial because he had Doug, and Doug did not get burned. So easy cleanup. But Porygon 2 coming in to trap Doug. And I already know what's going to happen here because I've used this team myself a lot. Well, not this team, but this team sort of strategy where Porygon 2, you just come in and you stall out the Earthquakes. Earthquake only having, at this point, 15 PP after, or 14 after it killed Rachi. Recover having 32, so really the only way that Doug kills Porygon 2 in this scenario is if you get double crits with Earthquake. Which, unfortunately, has happened to me in the past. But, not to Doe, luckily for him. Or I guess not, it's not, unluckily. I don't know. Anyway, Zapdos going to sub up, but poor Doe content just to Ice Beam. Trix maybe thought he would go for a Toxic or a T-Wave, which are commonly what Porygon 2 has. Of course. Flygon coming in on the T-Bolt. And kills with a Rock Slide. Alright, I guess this Jolteon trying to sub up again, trying to sub pass to something. Tracing Volt Absorb. Alright, it is still unconfirmed if he just guess Trix didn't notice that Porygon 2 had traced Volt Absorb because he just helped heal him back up to full when he could in fact have subbed on that turn. T-Tar in on this Jirachi that doesn't seem to have it. If it's using Fire Punch on T-Tar hoping for a burn. No, it does in fact have HP Grass. But Focus Punch is the best thing this T-Tar could hit with. So, Flygon taking under half with that HP Grass. Okay, this Jirachi could still have... No, he is outsped. He is outsped and KO'd. And I think if this Jolteon had HP Ice, he would have used it by now. He is certainly... Doe is not threatened by HP Ice, that's for sure. I think he's figured out that Trix probably has HP Grass. It's not looking too good for him. It was HP. It was HP Ice after all. And T-Tar gets frozen by the Ice Beam. And that's terrible. That's awful news. That looks like it might be HP Grass. It might be HP Fighting. I can't say for sure, but that freeze, that was going to be a 3-hit KO. He could have double Dragon Danced. And he had Slackberry. He actually had a chance if T-Bolt didn't freeze. He would have had... Now Jolteon can't really do anything. It's just going to die. Well, Jolteon had HP Ice all along. I think he probably should have clicked it sooner. Who am I to say, though? After all, I made this claim that Dragon resisted Bug. I don't even I don't even know the type matchup. The matchup chart. Dragon does resist Bug, by the way. That is 100% factual. You can quote me on that. You can let me know in the comments how right I am about everything. No, but seriously. I know he was trying to sub up and hope that Doe would respect the HP Ice, but that clearly wasn't happening. So at some point, you know, you just gotta click it. Like, there's a lot of value in not revealing, you know, especially your hand too early, especially with hidden power. But, you know, Flygon, there were a lot of things that either died to Flygon or were kind of threatened by Flygon. You know, Jirachi, Zapdos, T-Tar. You know, you just kind of gotta, you know, Beyblade, let it rip sometimes. You know, after the first sub didn't work, okay, fine, maybe he's still baiting you. Or maybe, you know, after the second sub, but then I think it happened maybe one or two more times. Don't quote me on that one. But, you know, killing Flygon at the end, it was too late. Like, all you had left was really Jolteon, I think. I can't remember. Even so, you still could have done it when T-Tar came in on Porygon 2. If that Ice Beam didn't freeze, you easily could have gotten, like, well, Starmie probably would have come in, but you could have gotten one Dragon Dance at least, and then maybe hoped and prayed that, yeah, if it was fast T-Tar, possibly, you could, one Dragon Dance would have outsped Starmie at that point. And then Hariyama was sleeping. So, yeah. Porygon 2 you might not have been able to kill, but it clearly couldn't kill you either. And if you did make the mistake of staying in with Porygon 2 and letting you D-dance twice, then you just really, like, as if that T-Tar had Earthquake too, then I think it almost one-shots T-Tar from full. So, yeah. If you had gotten just one, that freeze was very unfortunate. Unfortunate does begin to describe. Well, anyway, thank you everybody for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, donate, paypal.me/revival tournaments. Everybody appreciates it. Everyone on the whole planet appreciates when you donate to paypal.me/revival tournaments, as well as subscribing. Leave a comment, tutoring me on the matchup chart. Bug resisted by Dragon and Ground as of Gen 3. No, let's not add to it. Let's not go crazy, okay? All right, let's not spread too much misinformation. All right, it's only Dragon that resists Bug, not Ground. Okay. Anyway, let's see. Thank you everybody for watching. Oh yeah, by the way, check out my channel. I'm gonna do a shameless plug for myself too. I'm gonna shill my own channel. Actually, shill a Battle Factory hack that I made, and nobody is playing it because evidently it's a terrible idea. But I liked it. It makes it takes like the Gen 4 Battle Factory, right? And it's, you know, with like Gen 4 Mons, obviously. But it removes the physical special split, which I think makes Gen 4 Pokemon very interesting. You know, stuff like Heatran having a physical special split, very unheard of, one might say. Although it's been unthought of before, maybe. Well, it was a fun thought experiment to do. I also changed a bunch of other stuff, like the music, you know, so you can listen to whatever trainer battle music you want. There's a lot of neat things that I've included in this, so it's not just about that. A lot of fun move sets that you don't get in the Gen 3 factory because those moves didn't exist yet. My favorite one, actually, well, is it? I don't know. I can't remember my favorite. I made it like 6 months ago. But one of the ones that always stuck out to me is Golduck is the only Mon in Gen 3 to get the combination of Calm Mind and Aqua Jet. So Golduck has a little niche, sort of like an E-killer, which I think is neat, to be honest. Well, anyway, that's enough of me shilling my own nonsense. Like I said, like, subscribe, donate, hit the bell. Thank you everybody for watching. We'll see you next time on ADV Revival 2.